This is the outside of Baker Hall West. To the right is a 3-minute walk to Kennedy Dining Hall, and then to the left is the Union. This is the main lobby at Baker. And to the left here, you'll see like more of the main seating area. And then you see some of the bins that you move in and move out with. You see some of the windows. Here's the ping pong table that's got everything to play. Here's the pool table with all the cues and there's balls. Here's this back wall with a bunch of some like board games. I haven't used too often, but they're nice. Here you have a piano and more of that back walling. Here's a few tables and then a whiteboard. And then here's your seating area with a TV. Okay, this is like the second lobby kind of area. And it's just past the mail and front desk. So here's the women's restroom. It's honestly pretty decent in here. The door is kind of hard to open, but this time I actually don't have an issue. This is all like guest area, so guests shouldn't be using the ones up by your dorms, but I don't know. Doesn't matter. Here we are going to look at the snacks that are down this hallway. So you've got this waterfront in here, and then you also have 2 places to get like pop. You can get Powerade, water, and you've got a vending machine too. So coming out of there, we're gonna go back to where I just came from. And this is like the entrance over here to the P space, which is called the performance space, which will make sense in a minute. It's kind of dark, but you can see that stage right there, which is why it's called the performance hall. So P space is the only place that has AC in this entire building. So there's a piano over here, and you've got your little trash cans and like recycling. But this place has a few like nicer tables, some nice chairs. You even got some like chairs that you would find maybe in like your home, like in a living room or something. A lot of people do work down here, but like first semester, it was kind of like a lot more crowded in here because this is the only place that has AC. You also have some whiteboards to do like some homework on and do some studying. And then the stage isn't really used as a stage too often, but it definitely, you can use it. I don't know any other hall that has a stage in it. But going like outside here, you just really see it's very pretty. The ceiling is beautiful. It's very nice. Alright, here's me coming out of the elevator here. I live on the 3rd floor. I'm just heading to my room. Each floor has a different color. So this is the men's hallway where only the guys like live and stuff. They've got a bathroom here that they can only use. So all these bathrooms, it's only like your hall, just past it. So here's some staircases going up. Here you see where you take out your trash and recycle. And then this is my hallway, which is a girls' wing. Then a bathroom to your left, and then here I am. Here it is. Here's my roommate's side just a little bit. And so this door locks. It doesn't lock automatically, which is really nice. So you won't get locked out too much. Pretty good. And here's just taking a look around it. It's pretty big for like most of them. Here's the one box fan that they give you. We have ours like sucking out hot air, so like blowing it out to the outside. It does get like pretty hot until November. And this is April right now and it's still hot. But then sometimes it's really cold, so it's confusing. But yeah, you also have the curtain. Good curtain, solid. Here's your microwave. It's also pretty decent. It's definitely smaller than what I've like had before. The microwave and the fridge do not come off. Here is the fridge, tiny, but good for just ice. This is two of us. We honestly don't put too much in here. So it's been really great for both of us. Not had an issue at all. Here's under the bed a little bit. Definitely get some containers. They've been really good. I have this shower caddy I recommend. I don't think it's necessary to get the really big ones or like the plastic ones. I don't know. I was just showing both of the trash cans in there that we both bought. Here's our little shower area. Here's the recycling and trash can that they give you. The trash can is 13 gallons, I believe. And it was just hard to find the correct like trash bags for that for a while. The desk is nice. You can have a lock on this one. And then this one pulls out. I just got random stuff in here, but it's all pretty deep. Like just sticking my hand in there is pretty deep. Here I've got one shelf here, and I just got something random in the back because it's so deep. I don't really know how you like utilize all of the space. Same exact thing with down here. So they're just really deep, really nice, but it's hard for me to use it all. Here's the lamp that I brought. Recommend buying a lamp for sure for nighttime because the difference is just crazy, even like right now. And then just taking you back over to the bed, it is a twin XL. I have a topper. Here's one thing I recommend getting is like a pillow or like this wedge because there is that like really big crack. And it's just annoying to me. I don't know, you don't really have to. My roommate doesn't have one. It's just really up to what you prefer. I'm gonna take you to the restroom now. And I have to unlock it with a key. Every single hall, like their wing, has their own bathroom, and you can only use that bathroom, and it only unlocks that way. So it's kind of why I mentioned the ones downstairs were only for guests. But here it is. It's pretty nice. It's solid. It looks really clean and nice. So here's some of the sinks. I like the sinks. They're just typical. There's a little ledge up top that's nice. Here I'm gonna show you the windows here. There's a frosted bit, which just got installed. I don't know, it opens up, it's right there. A little weird. We don't really keep the like windows open, which is really nice. So as long as they're not open, I don't really complain about it. It's standard until you see that. What is that? Why can people see me from the window? I think that's crazy. It doesn't even lock. This one's the bad stall. So I'm sure like most places aren't like this. I don't know. We just happen to have a bad one. Here's the good one. It's normal. Had a little vent. This one locks just fine. Great. Wonderful stall. Each of them have a hook, which is nice for like changing or anything like that. Or like putting your book bag there before you have to go to class. Going to the stall for like the little showers. You got two like shower curtains and stuff. Decent. It's really tiny in here. I cut myself once shaving like pretty bad because of how tiny it was. Yeah, I don't know. The two curtains is definitely interesting and something to get used to. But if you turn it on right here, typical shower. I like this one because the shower head moves a little more, like easy. This is the other one though. It's like the same exact thing. The hooks on the right is exactly why I recommend the shower caddy I have. But here's the bathroom. All right, so I actually forgot to show my dresser. Here it is. It's honestly not that bad. It's a good size. I've not had like an issue with anything too much. Up here, you've got your little shelf. I've got like all my cleaning and like medicine. It's really deep once again. Here's your place to put all your hangers. And then always make sure you have one fancy like shirt or an outfit. I put my shoes down here. You can probably do something else. I just like to put my shoes. And then like opening it up. So I've got a bunch of my pants and like underwear and socks. For my socks, I have them in like bins. Really recommend having a bin. But they're all really nice and you can actually move them wherever you want. All right, so this is the basement in Baker. I just came from the elevator. It's like the main way to get down here. There is a staircase right over there. Um, but like it was really hard to find. It took me a while, and no one ever really told me about it, but a lot of people use the elevator. So I'm just taking a look at the restroom that's down here. It's pretty big for some reason, and it makes me nervous because it's weird to use the restroom in a tiny corner of like a really big room. But it's definitely just your like average bathroom though. Here is one of the just like study areas, I'd say. And I don't like this one as much because I feel like there's always too much like chairs and tables for the size of this room. And this door actually doesn't lock and it doesn't really close very well. And I feel like you kind of want privacy when you're studying sometimes. But this room over here has a stain. Not sure why. These rooms down here do get a little messy just because custodians and stuff don't necessarily clean here often. But here I'm trying to turn on those spotlights because I swore I could turn them on, but for some reason they weren't working. But here is your whiteboard, a few tables in here, some chairs. This door actually locks, which is great for taking a call. It's just so big, and locking it, I just feel bad because so many other people can use it. But here's another cart, really interesting. It's nice to have the carts down here because there's always at least one. Here's the music room, just like a quick look. It's your average music room. It's not bad. Here's actually a dance room, which is something that I didn't expect when I moved in here. I've never used it. I think very few people will use it ever. But if you live in Baker and you're doing something with dance, that is a great thing to have in your hall. It's like the only hall I know. Here is the like main study area, I'd say. This one's a lot bigger, a lot larger, and there's always going to be like a lot more people in here just because people study and like wait for their laundry. We got another whiteboard. It's decent in here. And we had a fan in here during like the summer and like autumn time, and it was really hot, and you had to be by a fan. So Baker definitely gets hot, and definitely in the basement. Here is like your washing machines, little sink here. Here's how it looks, just like inside. It's very typical. There's an app called Speed Queen that shows you the ones that are available for your dorm. Really recommend it. It's been super helpful. Here is your liquid. It does not really get cleaned ever, as you can kind of see there. This place doesn't get cleaned too often. Here's the sink. It looks pretty bad. It's like, I don't know what happened. It looks pretty bad right now. But there's always clothes down here and like lint. Here's the washers I avoid just because I've had issues with them. I've had issues all around with my Tide Pods not dissolving, but these ones right here have been really nice for me. My Tide Pods fully dissolve when I put it for hot water, and I put them in these ones. This one also has the number that helps you with the Speed Queen app. And you've got some dryers over there. They're pretty normal. You've got a lint tray in there, and it runs for an hour, but you can do 40 minutes. Thank you for watching the video. And if you have any questions about Baker or anything here at OSU, feel free to ask, and I'll definitely try my best to answer any of those questions that you guys have.